Well, I've started knitting a sock, and there's 40 stitches right there, and I always use the magic loop method because I've gotten very tired of losing one of the needles in a set of double points. So I stick with the circular exclusively. Yeah, I'm having a bad hair day, so look. Nice hat though. Anyway, you'll notice I've got one very long end, and if I'm getting ready to knit, well, let's take another look at this. I've got half of the stitches on one half of the circular right here, and on the other half, or the other part of the needle, I've got the other half. That's all you need to do. Half here, half here. And then with the yarn coming from the stitches on the back section, make sure it stays over that needle so you don't have an extra strand anywhere. Yeah, and I got a broken ankle. I'm here in bed just being nice to myself. Now, stay put. Now this long end, I don't want that because I'm going to knit the stitches that are on this end here. Okay, so I'm going to pull on this until this part of the needle is close enough to the stitches and I can stuff the stitches on that part of the needle. Then this end is going to get pulled out like this. And this is the part that I'm going to actually use to do the knitting. Well, there's only there's 40 stitches for the whole sock, so it doesn't take very long to get half of them done. And imagine if you were going to make a shawl that ends up having 500 stitches on it, there's no set of 5 or whatever set that has 5 double point needles. It's not enough to do a shawl. Well, you wouldn't do them in the round anyway, but you can use the circulars to knit flat, especially if you've got a lot of stitches. And even the longest straight needles aren't going to be enough to hold all those stitches. It's almost impossible, in my opinion anyway. There is a place for the double points, especially if you want to make an I-cord. Okay, now here I finished that half, so it's time to just turn it around. Now I've got this one in the front towards me. Pull that cable and put that needle in those stitches again. Oops, we got a little tangle up here with that end, working end in the way there. So I want it over that needle again so it doesn't get in front and make another strand. You don't need anything extra like that. Sometimes you have to count your stitches until you get it all figured out. Got another 20 stitches on this side. Do those. See, you just keep on going till you run out of stitches. Then you twitch it around. And what was in the back is in the front. And what was in the front is now in the back. One of the reasons I like knitting socks is because they're pretty short projects. You don't need 2 pounds of yarn or a dozen skeins of yarn to make a project. Although there are socks that may be 100 grams, or maybe a little bit more if you're doing some color work with them. I'm at the end of the row, or that half again. Now, see, there's that long end. Here's the short one again. Turn it around. pull the cable through, stuff that needle in there, got that in towards the back, and do it again. And you just do that over and over and over and over, and until you've got enough length and